Welcome WrestlingFix.com. It would not be Comic-Con if I did not bring you the guys right here from Impact, Bad Influence. I mean, it's Comic-Con 2013. What influence can you have but a bad influence? I'm going to start with Chris, if that's okay. Chris, how's things going, man?
Everything's going great. I just flew in today from television in Louisville where I was successful in another Bound for Glory series match, and we're on our way to Bound for Glory coming here in October in San Diego.
Wow.
And so everything's great. Too much of a good thing, it's a bad influence. That's what we are.
Well, Frankie, what about you? You're in the Bound for Glory series too, right?
Yeah, and it's great to be me. It is great to be here, you know. Yep, I'm in the Bound for Glory series as well. Coming to San Diego in October, and for all the sheet readers, spoiler alert, it's going to be great because we're on it.
Great. So let me ask you a question. If it ends up Bound for Glory, you guys against each other, who wins?
The fans.
That's true. That's true.
Let me tell you, it's not if, it's when, because Francois, even though he started slow, he's been cheated 3 times, but he's going to come out of this, he's going to kick out, and he's going to come on strong. I'm already undefeated. At some point, he and I are going to have to meet. That will be a present for the fans. And then Bound for Glory, when we're wrestling each other for the World Heavyweight Championship, everybody wins.
Well,
Everybody wins.
Two of the greatest wrestlers in the business right here, right?
Two of the greatest wrestlers, the two greatest wrestlers in the business. It could be phrased either way.
Well,
yeah.
Well, let's ask you about
handsome devils.
You are kind of handsome. Yeah.
And we're pillars of society, and we're inspiration to children everywhere.
We have cured 3 diseases in the last hour and a half just today.
Just being here.
So being inspirations, you're also a bad influence. Is that true?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Just
in a good way.
That's right.
Okay. So let me ask you guys: do you all have a figure collection of yourselves, or anybody else, or of any wrestling figures at all?
I have the wrestling figures that have been put out of myself, and the wrestling figures of the greatest friend I've ever had, Francois Kazarian.
Exactly, yeah. Wow. Same. I have the Kaz figures. I have the CD figures. When I was a kid growing up, of course, I had, if it was out, you name it, I had it. But an adult, a full-grown man, having a bunch of toys in his possession, not really my thing. So yeah.
Be careful.
I can appreciate from afar.
No judgment here.
I can appreciate from afar.
No judgment here.
Well, be careful.
I'm not saying if you go into one of the rooms in my house, I don't have a bunch of Star Wars action figures.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. So,
or the Mego Marvels.
Yeah.
Well, you all have me feeling bad because I've got every wrestling figure ever made.
No
Okay, all right, good. All right, so let me ask you this: who came up with the name Bad Influence?
That's one I had kicking around for a long time, and it fitted us perfectly. Like I said, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good, and that's us, man, to a T, Bad Influence.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, as you guys know, there's been a lot of great names in history. I mean, there's been the Four Horsemen, there's been the Stables that were out there. I mean, Bad Influence is a really cool name. I think that's going to be really catchy for you guys. I think that's a great little pull.
I agree with you. You're seldom wrong and right again. And of course, Bad Influence is a great name because not only is it exactly what we are, but it's exactly what everyone wants. A little bit of influence.
You want to be under the influence.
Now, you guys have had a couple figures come out yourself. You, I think you were in 6, you were in 9, Impact 6 and 9. You guys are going to come out hopefully as a tag team.
That would be great.
That would be great. We're hoping that the next tag team, the next tag team release is going to be us because there is no other good tag team in TNA ever. So.
Would there be an accessory that would be a martini glass? Would that be pretty cool?
An appletini in one hand and a cigar in the other hand because my man's a cigar guy.
Titles because we're going to have them eventually.
Yeah, that's really.
They may as well just include them. Yeah.
We're just going to sew them onto our tights because we should have them.
Now, here's a question: if you all were separate with figures and you could be put into another pack, like a battle pack with somebody, out of all legends in the history of wrestling, Impact, others, it doesn't matter, who would you be in the package with?
Because he's my trainer, my mentor, Killer Kowalski.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I'd like to do him like a trainer-trainee package. I think that'd be cool, something that really hasn't been done in the history of pro wrestling action figures. So definitely Killer Kowalski.
That'd be good. What about you?
I'm probably going to go with Wolverine because he showed me how a man with a healing factor can continue to fight long after his prime age has passed him, which is what I've done. I've been wrestling now for 114 years, and I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yeah. So I mean, you look like it.
Of course,
yeah, definitely.
He broke Lou Thez in. A lot of people don't know that.
Wow,
yeah, they don't know that.
So you taught Lou that's what he knew.
I did. At that down handshake of his.
You were the inventor of the figure 4.
I was. I invented the figure 3, but no one uses it anymore.
No, not anymore.
It's been upgraded since the 30s.
Yes.
That's great. All right, so one last question for you guys, and this is from me, and it's going to be a sacred question.
No, I will not make out with you.
Okay, well, I was hoping for Chris, but you jumped in, so I thought you were going to offer it first.
Do that a lot. Yes.
Both of you guys being a former character known as Suicide.
What?
Who would get the most royalties out of the two of you?
Royalties.
You're a silly person.
First of all,
I'd like to address this erroneous rumor that either one of us ever played a character named Suicide. As everyone saw, Hulk Hogan limped out onto the stage and told everybody that Suicide was that young gentleman, T.J. Perkins, and it was always him. So there's your rebuttal. There's your myth busted. It was never either one of us.
A lot of people coming up to us today accusing us of being Suicide, accusing my handsome friend here of covering that beautiful face and being curry, man. It's like silly.
I agree.
Stop reading the sheets.
Yeah, come on, folks.
So,
Tisk.
wrestling's real.
Of course it is.
Sure.
Correct. I mean, you guys are working proof of that. I mean, Suicide Kid was the kid last night. Is that right?
Of course.
All right, great.
He's manic now.
Can't call him Suicide anymore.
Yeah.
No, you
Every
can't.
time you say Suicide, a kitten dies.
Yeah, so stop. God.
That's not good. That's a bad influence right there. Brought that full circle.
saw
See
that.
that?
Saw that.
See
Well
that?
played. Well
Good,
played.
good.
Well played.
Anything you want to say to the Wrestling Fix fans out there about what you got coming up in the future? You're going to carry the titles soon?
Watch, of course.
We will be. And have you got a? Is your watch working? I just want to make sure that it's.
almost time.
Oh yeah, you
Now
guys
it is.
have permission to worship us now.
You're actually 5 minutes early. But
That's okay. We'll give it to him.
Well, here with Bad Influence from Comic-Con, we'll be back with more coverage. 2013 San Diego Comic-Con.